Willy-nilly, hodgepodge, nitty-gritty and more such phrases. Today we are going to learn 15 fun phrases that you will love to use in your everyday English conversations. Welcome to Fluency Goals. I'm Mandeep, your English coach. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, I urge you hit that subscribe button and push that bell notification icon so that you keep on receiving the updates about the upcoming video lessons on this channel. You must have heard people using helter-skelter, kick up a fuss or more such phrases in their everyday conversations, and they sound very fun and exciting. These expressions are quirky, they might sound silly, but actually they are used all the time by the native speakers. So are you ready to make your English more colorful, fun and natural? The first one is nitty-gritty. If you watch my conversational podcast, you must have heard me using this phrase many times, nitty-gritty. When we talk about nitty-gritty, we are talking about the most essential or basic details about something. Like nitty-gritties of the plan, let's discuss the nitty-gritty of the plan. So when we say discuss the nitty-gritty of the plan, we mean let's discuss the most basic and fundamental details of the plans that are quite essential. She explained to me the nitty-gritty of how the app works. The next is hodgepodge. Hodgepodge. Now this sounds very interesting. It simply means the messy and random mix-up of things. Like mixing of completely unrelated things, mixing up of tools or batteries in your bedside drawers. Like many a times in our household, we have some drawers where all kind of things get mixed up, whether it's tools, whether it's batteries. That is the hodgepodge of tools and batteries. That means mix up of tools and batteries. The festival was a hodgepodge of cultures and cuisines. So many festivals, they involve a lot of cultures getting mixed up and a number of cuisines being served. So that is mix up of a number of cultures and cuisines. I don't like this essay. It feels like a random hodgepodge of ideas. That means it's not making much sense. There are so many ideas all mixing up in this essay. Number 3 is willy-nilly. Willy-nilly. When you do things without any planning or without any order. So you are doing things willy-nilly. We can't just hire people willy-nilly without interviews. So you need to plan the interviews and which people you need to hire. You have to shortlist the resumes. You can't just hire people willy-nilly. He found himself willy-nilly involved in the argument without any planning, without any preparation, without doing anything. He was involved in the argument. Number 4, dilly-dally. Dilly-dally. When you tell someone not to dilly-dally, you are telling them not to waste time or delay things. Don't dilly-dally or we'll miss the train. She was dilly-dallying with her makeup again. See, you can use dallying in ing form while using it in continuous tense. She was dilly-dallying with her makeup again. Stop dilly-dallying and finish your homework. The next phrase, again very commonly used, is helter-skelter. When things are helter-skelter, they are disorganized and they are chaotic. So people are often running helter-skelter on the railway stations because it becomes chaotic sometimes to catch the train's last moment. The office was helter-skelter during the big launch. That means it was the most disorganized and chaotic because it was a big launch. Next is throw a hissy fit. Throw a hissy fit. When somebody is throwing a hissy fit, they are having the most dramatic and childish outburst because maybe something isn't fulfilled as per their wish or desire. He threw a hissy fit when he didn't get the window seat. Don't throw a hissy fit. It's just a game. She always throws a hissy fit over little things. We all have such people in our lives who often throw hissy fit, don't we? The next is up the creek without a paddle. Now, creek means river And paddle? Paddle represents a boat. So imagine if you are in a river without any boat, that means you are drowning, you are in a very serious trouble and there doesn't seem any solution around. If you lose your passport abroad, you are up the creek without a paddle. So take care. We forgot the charger. We are up the creek now. You can simply use it in this form also, dropping without the paddle, up the creek now. That means you are in serious trouble. Without backup, the team was up the creek without a paddle. Next is shoot a breeze. Shoot a breeze. When you shoot the breeze for hours, that means you are chatting casually about unimportant things for hours. So, shoot the breeze means chatting casually for hours. Let's grab coffee and shoot the breeze. So if you're meeting some friend and you are in a mood for long, unimportant, casual conversations, you can say, let's grab coffee and shoot the breeze. We just sat on the porch and shot the breeze for hours. So see, you can change, shoot is the verb, you can change it according to the tense usage. Here it is being changed into shot because it's used in the past form. Next, I love this phrase, stir up a hornet's nest. Stir up a hornet's nest. When you stir up means when you shake up a hornet's nest, this means you are causing a lot of anger and trouble. His comments really stirred up a hornet's nest online. Don't bring that up. You'll stir up a hornet's nest. I think I have stirred up a hornet's nest by asking my neighbor to remove their things from my terrace. I really think that I have. Okay, moving on to the next one. Have ants in your pants. It's quite funny, isn't it? Have ants in your pants. So when you have ants in your pants, that means you are very restless and maybe very excited about something. The kids had ants in their pants before the trip. He's got ants in his pants about the big match. That means he's really excited and he's very restless because of this big match. You have had ants in your pants the whole day. What's going on? The next one, go on a wild goose chase. Go on a wild goose chase. When you search for something pointless or impossible without even knowing whether you are going to get what you are looking for or even knowing what you are looking for, then you are going on a wild goose chase. Looking for that file in the office was a wild goose chase. They sent me on a wild goose chase around the city. It felt like a wild goose chase trying to find his house. So some people, they have their houses in such remote locations and unknown locations that when you try to visit them, it feels like a wild goose chase. Kick up a fuss. Kick up a fuss. When you complain about something loudly and you start creating a scene, then you are kicking up a fuss. Many times some customers are like that when they come to the customer service, they start kicking up a fuss about the service, don't they? She kicked up a huge fuss over the bill. A huge fuss means even bigger drama. The customer kicked up a fuss about the service. The next one, throw your toys out of the pram. Throw your toys out of the pram. Can you picture this? A toddler throwing out the toys out of the pram. So if you relate this with an adult behavior, that means they are behaving immature and they are overreacting over something. She tends to throw up her toys out of the pram whenever someone criticizes her. Come on, don't throw your toys out of the pram over nothing. The next one, I love the sound of this one. Have a bee in your bonnet. Have a bee in your bonnet. Bonnet is the traditional hat or cap that was worn in England. So when you have a bee in your bonnet, you can relate it to a situation when you are preoccupied all the time thinking about something and something is troubling you. It is bothering you. You can use it in the situations when the person is obsessed over something. He's got a bee in his bonnet about recycling. That means he's crazy, he's preoccupied and obsessed with recycling. Don't talk politics with him. He's got a bee in his bonnet about it. Get your knickers in a twist. Get your knickers in a twist. If you get upset over something very petty, very small, trivial thing, then you are getting your knickers in a twist. Very funny, very strange it sounds, doesn't it? Don't get your knickers in a twist. It's not that serious. She got her knickers in a twist over a parking spot. I'm not going to get my knickers in a twist about it. Now, these phrases might sound silly, but they make your English real. And you actually sound very native when you use these phrases. So if you want to sound like natives and you want to sound advanced, you can use these phrases in your everyday communication. If you have liked this lesson, then please don't forget to hit that like button. It helps in algorithm recommending this channel's videos to you. Also, don't forget to share this lesson with your friends. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time with another lesson. Till then, happy learning.